What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan Thomas, and this is the Thomas Take Sports Podcast, coming to you live from Lockport, New York, and wanted to hop on the mic today to talk about the opening action of the NFL season. It is not week one of the regular season. It is week one of the preseason, a season and within a season, a 4-week-long stretch where the rosters will be trimmed down to 53, and you'll get to see which players are worthy, which players are not worthy, and tonight it all starts. Week one for the Buffalo Bills, tonight, Thursday night, as they take on the Minnesota Vikings at New Era Field. I have a tough time saying New Era Field. I'll probably always call it the Ralph. People prior to that will call it Rich Stadium, the Rock Pile, whatever you want to call it, at Bills Field in Orchard Park, New York. And I wanted to hop on the show today and start off by talking about some of the guys that I'm really excited to watch, some of the guys that I'm interested to see how they play tonight, one of which is obviously Bills rookie corner Tre'Davious White out of LSU, the first-round draft choice, known to really have been a key featured player in this Bills defense, in Sean McDermott's defense, a corner that can tackle, a corner that can cover, an Antoine Winfield-like corner. It is a common comparison at One Bills Drive. Antoine Winfield, the former Buffalo Bills cornerback, a guy that I really enjoyed watching back in the day. Trey White will be lining up against the Minnesota Vikings, and I expect Trey White to be a key feature player on this team for many years to come. I think he has more attributes as a corner that make him a better all-around player than the most recently departed Stephon Gilmore. Besides Tre'Davious White, one guy that I'm also really excited to watch, and Trey White might not get much playing time, but one player I'm really excited to see how he pans out is quarterback Nate Peterman, backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, selected in the 5th round of this past year's draft out of Pitt. We saw what James Conner has been able to do as a training camp player for the Pittsburgh Steelers, running back that is really highly regarded right now. Pitt has really produced some great prospects offensively, mostly running backs with LaShawn McCoy and James Conner. I think James Conner will be a big rookie, but Nathan Peterman was a guy that came from one university to the next, from Tennessee to Pitt, and he did some decent things at Pitt, winning against Clemson in a shootout in Clemson, at Clemson's field. And if you go back and watch when he was on the John Gruden quarterback camp, I really liked the guy. I really had hoped that he would be a draft pick for the Bills if they were not going to go the Chad Kelly route, and they went with Peterman, and I was happy that they did. I'm interested to see what he does tonight. Minnesota's defense is well known to be a decent defense around the league. Every other year it seems as if they're good one year, bad the next year, and then good again. Even though he'll be probably a second or third stringer, he'll probably get the majority of playing time at the quarterback position along with T.J. Yates tonight, as Tyrod Taylor will probably play one or two series in the first two series in the game. So Nate Peterman, a guy that I'm excited to watch due to the fact that he's a quarterback, due to the fact that they drafted him in the 5th round, and due to the fact that I think that he is going to get a majority of the playing time in this preseason game along with T.J. Yates at quarterback. Another player that I'm really excited to watch is obviously Zay Jones. And there's a running theme here. Rookie Zay Jones, a guy that I was elated that the Bills were able to get in the 2nd round, one of the most sure-handed receivers. I wrote a column on Zay Jones in the Huddle magazine on RockSportsNetwork.com. Go to RockSportsNetwork.com, ROCSportsNetwork.com, and you will see the first training camp edition of The Huddle. And I wrote an article profiling the Bills wide receiver position battle. Wrote a lot about Zay Jones in that column. So check that out. Zay Jones, as sure-handed a receiver as there ever was in that 2017 NFL draft class. Very excited that he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills, a much needed wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 replacement for the now departed Robert Woods. He headed to the West Coast to join the LA Rams. So I'm excited for Trey White. I'm excited for Nathan Peterman. I'm excited for Zay Jones. Another guy that I'm excited for that will be playing tonight, most likely, is listed as a third-string linebacker, and that is Reggie Ragland. Everybody knows that I was really high on Reggie Ragland coming into the draft process. I thought that was a pick that the Bills desperately needed to make, and I thought he would be available in the first round. He fell to the Bills in the second round, and the Bills were able to land Shaq Lawson, who I have gone out there and said that Shaq Lawson will be an all-pro in the National Football League for many years to come. Reggie Ragland, I believe, is getting off to a slow start for a wide variety of reasons. And Mike Rodak of ESPN.com, he's the ESPN Bills reporter, wrote an article basically alluding to the Buffalo Bills trading Reggie Ragland, which I think would be one of the dumbest ideas that they could possibly do. Reggie tore his knee last year, okay? He's coming back. This is his first season. He's technically a rookie on top of the rookie class that they already have from 2017. Ragland, a rookie from 2016, never played it down last season in his actual rookie year. So I consider Reggie Ragland to be a rookie, and he's a rookie that underwent a head coaching change, underwent a defensive unit change, going from a 3-4 to a 4-3. So let's not be one to point the finger and criticize. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get adjusted to this defense, and I think that he will. Preston Brown, Hodges, signing from the San Francisco 49ers. I think that those two guys belong as the 1 and 2 right now, and actually Reggie Ragland as the third stringer might not be a bad thing right now. I don't consider that a bad thing, and Reggie Ragland didn't consider it to be a bad thing. He even stated that this is what he needs right now, to learn the defense and grow. So hopefully he's not on the third string too long. Obviously you want him out there, being that he was a second-round pick last year. But I'm very interested to see, with all the chatter that has been circulating around Reggie Ragland, how will Reggie play in tonight's game? Will he? And each preseason game, realistically, I mean, I hate the fact that there's 4. I think that there should be 2, but I do get it. And part of it is proving your worth. Players proving their worth, proving whether they should be on the team or be higher on the depth chart. And Reggie Ragland has a lot to prove tonight, with all the people saying that he's on the third string and he's a bust. I really, really disagree. This is a guy that was a all-pro, a all-American-like linebacker, I should say, at the University of Alabama, one of the best linebackers in college football. I don't see that skill set just dropping off unless this injury has really taken its toll, which could be the case. That would be very hard to believe and hard to see, hard to accept for Buffalo Bills fans. Another guy that I'm interested to keep my eye on is Jonathan Williams. I talked about what I am worried for a few weeks back for the Buffalo Bills, and one of the positions that I really shed some spotlight on was the position of running back. With Mike Gillislee gone, with Carlos Williams basically flushing his career down the toilet, Jonathan Williams is now the backup for LaShawn McCoy. So if LaShawn McCoy at age 29, which, 29 is older for a running back, if he were to get injured, Jonathan Williams is the starter, and I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about that. So how will Jonathan Williams play, and how will the Bills' running back rotation look? Will it be Williams, Tolbert, Johnson? Who will go first? Who will go second? Who will go third? It'll only time will tell. Cedric O'Neal is a guy that has contributed to that running back group, so I'm very excited to see how the running back carries are split over the course of this first preseason game. Obviously, I would hope to not see LaShawn McCoy tonight. They might put him out there just to get his feet wet, but I would really hope not. I think he's too valuable to this team to put him out there. He's practicing. He's getting his reps in practice. That's really all he needs this early in the preseason for week 1. So I'm Ryan Thomas. That was the quick edition of the Thomas Take Sports Podcast. We'll be posting this on Facebook, iTunes, YouTube, you name it. Search it. The Thomas Take Sports Podcast. You'll find the episodes and previous episodes along the way. So take care, guys. Let's enjoy the game tonight, and go Bills.